Good evening to you and to your esteemed working team of Qnews and viewers. Yesterday I had a meeting in Cairo News, or rather an interview, and I was very optimistic that within 48 hours that the government will be formed. But we found some sort of an American veto. That we had an American call from the raising a veto of the representative of Hezbollah in the Lebanese government. They do not wish to have Hezbollah to be to play an active role in the government. This is the thing that postponed or hindered the formation of the Lebanese government. Supposedly that yesterday to be formed. Lebanon was very expectant to form a government. Even the Maronite Patrick said the same thing, that should be formed Wednesday or Thursday, but we surprised today through a phone call from the Americans to Nawaf Salam, wishing not to have an active role of Hezbollah in the expected Lebanese government.
Now, in light of the meeting that involved Prime Minister designate Nawaf Salam with President Aoun, how did this meeting influence the government formation process? In light of the meeting that involved Nawaf Salam with President Aoun, how did this meeting influence the government formation process from your point of view?
Very soon the government will be reformed, but today's meeting between Aoun and the Prime Minister designate Nawaf Salam, and according to the protocol, they called upon a personal to show, and this thing that made the media personnel that today will be the formation of the government will be announced. But we've surprised that Nawaf Salam told the president, or rather the president said to Nawaf Salam that we've had a phone call from the American not to give the dual Shiite partners to be in the form or the fifth minister in the government to be mostly as you have a third hindering the formation of the government. That matter, the fifth minister will be designated by the president of the republic along with Nawaf Salam and proposed the name of Lama al-Qadi. So President Perry told him that it's me who's going to designate him. Salam said or mentioned the matter of the phone call, and this matter isn't going to be working out, and it will have some sort of a third member to hinder the formation. The Americans, along with the international community, that Hezbollah and the dual Shia to be in the government, but not to play an active role, as it was before. They were representing, Sunnah was represented in the government, and the executive power should be in the formation. But the dual Shiite created something called the third that hindered the formation. That was mentioned in the agreement in Qatar.
Sir, sorry for cutting in, but I have to ask you, Salam emphasized on governance over political disputes. How would this impact the formation of the new cabinet?
You know, today the government is the executive body of the government. So the cabinet should contain the two-thirds of the council plus one, or rather the third plus one. So any resolution issued by the third plus one will be hindered the resolution of the cabinet. If the two-third plus one would hinder the resolutions regarding the executive posts in the cabinet, so you will have fifth, southern poses. So, in order to have any objection of the resolutions by the allies, and this matter, the Americans and the international community do not wish to have this by taking 5 ministers designated by, along with the allies, that will be third members to be hindered the cabinet. Particularly, they already have the post of Minister of Finance. As you know, that the Minister of Finance is hindering everything as the one, he is the one designated to sign the financing.
Now,
As it took
sir,
place
sorry for interrupting you here, but I would like to shift our conversation to the actions taken by the Israeli occupation forces, who recently implemented movement restrictions in southern Lebanon. How do you interpret these actions?
I think that Israel, they have already withdrawn 90% of the southern of Lebanon. They've only just positioned in 50 villages of 160 villages following the ceasefire agreement. Israel protects firstly that they wish to have an active cabinet in order to control the matters without any influence of Hezbollah. And we've seen yesterday in El-Bardawiya villages, Israel, through the surveillance drones, informed the Americans that they are, or there is a shipment in Wajaniya that so Israel is surveilling the Lebanese territories regarding the arms in the southern area. So as they do that, they are holding arms every day. The same thing took place in the southern outskirts as Israel protected that they've seen arms in the night. Joseph found sent the army to receive these arms. Israel protecting to stay in 5 checkpoints for monitoring, and I think that the envoy regarding the implementation of the resolution 1701, they will present the fifth point until the full withdrawal will be taken place, along with the formation of the cabinet. I think the delay from Israel, as a result that in Lebanon there is a delay of reformation of the government as well as the sovereignty on Lebanon.
Now, these movement restrictions also included a warning from the Israeli occupation forces of those trying to return to their homes in southern Lebanon, and they even fired live ammunition at the citizens trying to return to their homes. And from here, I would like to ask you, what are the potential implications of these restrictions for Israel's relations with Lebanon and other regional actors?
Just natural, as you all know, in Lebanon, the dual Shiite partners, Hezbollah and Amal movement, have signed the resolution 1701 that stipulated the withdrawal of the Israeli army and the laying down of the arms to the Lebanese army. This is a bit slow, and as you know, the international resolution, Israel do not abide it fully. And I consider that Resolution 1701 as the United States is the guarantee to execute the agreement regarding Lebanon and Israel. And I think it will be implemented. But Israel is taking an opportunity of delay. As you know, that the Middle East region in Gaza, as we've heard from President Trump, who wanted to displace the people of Gaza into Jordan and Egypt. It is based on the Israeli ambitions, and I think that Donald Trump's meeting with Netanyahu, so the matter of the Middle East is postponed due to the meeting of President Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. And as you know, the implementation of the resolution 1701 should contain the demarcation of the sea and land borders between Lebanon and Israel. So, particularly, even in Syria, today they say that have already made a strategic agreement in defense between Syria and Turkey that would allow Turkey to establish military bases within Turkey. That means the exiting the Syrian partners from the area. Now, I think the postponement of the Israeli withdrawal among of this matter in order to be supervising the fifth post and positions that they are talking about in Lebanon, and at the same time from the Golan Heights, in order to where are we going to reach as the President Trump in the new term of the President of the United States of America.